Hi everyone, it's Gary Nicholson here for weatherweb.net. This is your look ahead video today on Tuesday the 18th of November. A look first of all at the 2-week temperature profile for Birmingham, but pretty representative of much of the country. This is from the GFS Ensemble and showing we've got temperatures rising this weekend, so a milder couple of days, then dropping away to something a bit cooler at the start of next week. The general theme keeps things on the cooler side as we go right towards the change of the month. The GFS though tending to average things out a bit, but the theme is there that cooler temperatures are generally with us. Let's have a look at the bigger picture across Europe for today though first of all, and this is the total rainfall through until Saturday. See quite a bit of rain across many parts of eastern, southeastern Europe, across parts of Greece, Turkey into the Black Sea area, and also higher rainfall totals Ireland and out towards the western side of Iberia. Some higher rainfall totals to come here. In between, not too much across France, not too much across northern Europe. High pressure is very much centred across Russia and Scandinavia. Let's have a glance through those charts then. This is for the few days ahead. This is first of all the chart for Wednesday. Area of low pressure bringing some rain and thunderstorms to parts of Romania, Bulgaria, Turkey as well. Some of the Greek islands seeing some thunderstorms through Wednesday. And also a frontal feature affecting the western side of Portugal across Spain, and this extending right down towards the Canaries with some rain and thunderstorms here. It's a story for Thursday. Low pressure is centred well to the south here, with the frontal feature again affecting Portugal and rain affecting the Canary Islands down towards the southwest here. Also, we've got another area of rain continuing to affect southeastern Europe across Turkey and into the Black Sea as well. High pressure remaining very much positioned across Russia and Scandinavia, extending its influence out into the British Isles. Moving that forward into Friday, and a frontal feature just moving in off the Atlantic, pushing in towards Western Europe. We've got low pressure still affecting the Canaries and out towards western parts of Africa, and low pressure moving across Turkey with further rain to come here. Bits and pieces of patchy rain in Eastern Europe too. The high just moving a little bit further away to the east by this time. Mild air though is moving up from the south, and generally mild temperatures across France and gradually affecting the south of England too. Just to look a little bit closer to home, this is the story for the weekend for Saturday first of all. A fairly slow moving frontal feature moving its way northeastwards across the country. Some areas of rain on this moving their way towards the north and the east. There's quite a bit of uncertainty on exactly the details of this one, and just need to keep an eye on it over the next few days. But it looks like the south and the east of England generally stays drier and brighter and feeling fairly mild with the air coming up from the south, so highs probably not far off 13 or 14 degrees Celsius here, but quite a bit cooler and more showery away towards the far northwest. For Sunday, still uncertainties on the detail, still an area of rain associated with this fairly slow-moving front moving across the country. Exactly where this thing is settled is a tricky one. Could be a little bit further southeast, could be a little bit further northwest, and that'll then make all the difference for you depending on where you are for Sunday's rain. Out towards the southeast, likely to stay that bit milder, towards the northwest, that bit cooler. Again, the boundary of that warm and cooler air dictated to by where this front finally settles itself. Let's have a look at the ECMWF model then for the days ahead. This is the chart for Wednesday. Quite an active area of low pressure centred out in the Atlantic. Not really going very far. It's not going to threaten particularly any part of land, but it's the big upper trough in the colours shown here that's bringing that unsettled conditions to a long way south towards the Canaries and out towards Spain and Portugal. High pressure is centred away towards the east as we saw on the other European charts. For Thursday, that deep trough is still digging a long way south into towards the Canaries and the southwest of Spain and Portugal. Quite a ridge though pushing northwards across France into the western Mediterranean. For Friday, that low pressure towards the southwest is still becoming a cut-off feature by this stage, but it's still keeping unsettled conditions in this part of the world, and there's the upper ridge just building across Western Europe. High pressure still very much centred to the northeast across Scandinavia. Just moving that forward a few days, and this is through until the 26th, so it's more towards the middle and later part of next week. We've got a strengthening jet stream, a stronger area of low pressure moving in across the Atlantic. We've still got rather slack pressure and a messy setup across this part of the world. Really getting detail out of that one is going to be a tricky one. I think the main theme into next week is a cooler theme than it will have been over the weekend, but at this stage not yet especially cold. Just skipping that forward then through until the 27th, this is for Thursday of next week. Deepening area of low pressure on the European model and a stronger westerly flow across the Atlantic. Quite a strong jet stream getting going by this point, and slowly the threat then of more unsettled conditions developing from the southwest. And as always, once you get this far ahead, taking the exact details off these charts becomes very treacherous to follow, but getting the information out of them you can get something useful. And we've got low pressure showing as being away towards the southwest by the end of next week. The close together colours on the chart here showing where the jet stream is likely to be towards the south, well to the south into Spain and Portugal. So low pressure showing its signs of being more likely south of the British Isles compared to the north. If you were to get a westerly pattern, you'd expect the low to track somewhere more through here with the jet stream straight across us. So the theme is there that a cooler pattern is trying to evolve with that low moving to the south. I think as this low moves through, then perhaps becomes a cut-off feature into central and southern parts of Europe. We start just to build that sign of more of an easterly pattern getting in. The next low that follows could follow in a similar vein, and see the jet stream continuing to be well to the south, setting up that jigsaw pieces together then for that colder spell as we head into December that we've been looking at in recent times. Just finally looking at the anomalies of the 500 millibar flow. This is from both models, the European and the GFS. European on the left, GFS on the right. This is day 7 to 10, so the mean values through to the end of next week. And this is what we're showing really, a stronger jet stream indicated by the closer contour lines here, and building that idea of quite a deep low or deepening low getting into the western approaches, but the big ridge out across Scandinavia, and pretty similar on both models to a different extent, likely to block the progress of that low. And I think the gradual theme of it moving further into Europe towards the south of Britain seems to be the main story. So that's your very latest look through at how things are developing over the next week or so ahead, and just continuing to build those ideas of how a colder pattern may begin to emerge as we go into the change of the month and into early December. A long way off though at this stage to get details out of, and still that risk of a proper cold spell still at around only 20 or 30%. But we're just building the ideas and seeing how things are developing, and we like to try and show you how the pattern may evolve from the various charts and what our latest thoughts are here in the look ahead videos. We'll bring you right up to date though with the very latest each day in the video. For now though, thank you for watching, and bye for now.